Are we watching the exact same cutscene right now?
Yeah.
Conquest.
Da,
The story of Do shit!
Do shit!
Saints Row the Third Remastered was released to the public a few days ago, and it goes without saying that there are a lot of noticeable changes. The graphics, textures, and models of the game have been heavily revamped and now look more polished than the original 2011 release of the game. Every minor thing has been improved on except for... oh god. It's real. But the overall look of the game is not the only change. Vehicles now have functioning indicators. This is easily one of the most game-changing features since your Red Dead 2's horse testicles shrunk when it was cold outside.
10 out of 10, game of the year.
I don't know what it is, but there is something very special about driving at night with the indicators blinking frequently to let you know that, yes, it is indeed time to turn. The game has also included the genius idea of adding more jiggle physics. This includes physics for the penetrator bat and the hot dog suit.
I'll take your entire stuff!
The game in co-op is still as fun as I remember all of those years ago, and Brody and I have managed to find ourselves in some pretty ridiculous situations.
We're taking over.
I saw it pop up, so I was like, yes, of course.
I can't. Okay. I don't want you, darling. I'm sorry.
Just get on the fucking bike! Hello, yes, can we climb aboard?
Oh, I did it.
It's a me, Mario.
I fell.
However, every game has its flaws, and this remaster is certainly no exception. This game is heavily plagued by bugs and glitches, from simple things such as a missing cannon on the Genki-mobile to loading into the game stuck to the floor. These inconveniences can disrupt the immersion and flow of the game, ruining the overall experience for the player. From personal experience, these bugs are new with this version of the game, and they're so in your face it makes you wonder how Spiritsoft didn't catch these in the final product the first time around. While some of them can be amusing, it's not what you'd want to see from a game that did not have these issues prior, especially at the rate in which they occur, which is quite often. However, looking towards a more positive light, the game on console was originally meant to be locked at 30 frames per second, even when running on the Xbox One X or PS4 Pro, which is very disappointing considering the capabilities of both platforms. However, on the day one patch, the ability to turn off the frame rate lock was implemented, and now console players can enjoy the game at a crisp 60 frames per second instead of the planned 30 frames per second, enhancing the overall experience for the player. The game delivers the player a sense of familiarity, all while giving them a brand new experience. The user interface of the phone has been modernized to fit current gen standards, as sheets have been given their own subsection instead of being in the extras tab, which has now been removed along with the camera feature. The AI functions relatively the same and follow basic NPC rules. They randomly greet or insult the player, which can end quite poorly for them. They run faster than the Flash if you shoot anywhere near them, and will crash into you for no fucking apparent reason other than the fact that they're dicks. While I understand that this is just simply a remaster, there are a few additions that I personally would have liked to see added to the game to bring new life. These additions being the ability to view cutscenes and replay missions as being able to previously in Saints Row 2. The ability to downgrade weapons, as if you upgrade a weapon, the effect is permanent, and this is just something that the player shouldn't feel like they have to commit to. The same issue applies with dual wield weapons. The simple ability to swap between singular and dual wield pistols and SMGs would have been a very nice touch. Just the small and simple features like this could make all the difference at the end of the day. For some final words, overall this remaster has rekindled the nostalgia that I once felt for this game and has expanded greatly upon it. There are no doubts in my mind that the glitches and bugs that I covered earlier will be fixed, as it's a new release and I have high hopes. The remaster is definitely worth the $60 price tag attached to it, and I know that I'll personally be playing this game for a very long time. If you want to truly experience this game, play on the highest difficulty setting. It challenges the player and forces them to think of more ways than just one of dealing with a situation, rather than just running into a room guns blazing and killing everybody inside without breaking a sweat. I would absolutely 100% recommend this game to anyone who is a fan of open world sandboxes. This game allows the player to do whatever they desire and truly lets loose. There are no rules here. Also, a fun little bonus is that this remaster comes nicely packed with its 3 DLC narratives as well as weapons, clothing, and vehicles. This video was not sponsored by Raid Shadow Legends. In fact, it was sponsored by nobody. Have a good day.